the driver market for 2020. We've got most of all the drivers confirmed, but obviously one of the big stories, Nico Hülkenberg, still without a drive for 2020. Any word, does it look like he'll have any chance with Alfa Romeo, or does it look like Hülkenberg will be gone from F1 for next season?
So I think that there's still a chance of Alfa Romeo while that seat hasn't been confirmed yet, because Fred Vasseur is clearly a fan of Hülkenberg. He actually was at Renault when they signed Hülkenberg, so he brought him into that team before he then left, and then ended up at Alfa. And Giovanazzi is flattered to deceive a little bit during the season. There's been some spells that have been really good, some that haven't been great. The car clearly hasn't been easy to drive, because if we look at some of the more recent results, he's actually managed to out-qualify Kimi, and Kimi's been complaining about how the team haven't got the car quite right recently. He hasn't always brought the final result at the end of it, but then nor Kimi in the last few races either. They haven't been picking up the points, so it's a bit of a tough time for Giovanazzi to be judged right now. But it was moments like Spa when there was points there for the taking. He'd done a good job, 2 laps in the end, and he basically takes a corner quicker than he had at any other point and throws it in the wall completely unnecessarily. That you don't sort of forget that as a team boss. You get annoyed by those moments, and when there's a really safe pair of hands in Hülkenberg available, you might want to work with him. But it will partly come down to what Ferrari wants to do as well, because the impact that they have on Alfa Romeo means if they really want Giovanazzi to stay in there, I think he will. That looks like it's kind of the battle that's going on right now, is Binotto saying we'd like Giovanazzi to stay in that seat. Vasseur saying we'd like to potentially bring Hülkenberg in, or at least talk to him about it. And then you've got the financial side of it, how much you're willing to pay him, because they're obviously going to be paying Kimi a fair bit of money. It's his only shot, really. I think Williams just financially can't pay Hülkenberg to take that seat. They need Latifi essentially to come in there with his backing. Done a good job in F2 this year, done a good job as their third driver, got the super license points, or I think he's guaranteed them now, even though the season hasn't finished. But regardless, after Abu Dhabi, he should have the super license points all locked up so that he can take that drive. And with where Williams are right now, that's what they need. They need to rebuild, so they need financial backing that brings. And also, there's nothing wrong with having a young driver when they're now happy with what Russell brings to the table and his level. Then it could be that Latifi shines in that car and really does well in F1. And if he doesn't, then you're going to benefit from the financial side of things. So that makes complete sense and really shuts that door, I think, for Hülkenberg there. As nice as it would have been for him to go back to the team he started his F1 career with. So just Alfa Romeo, I think. He turned down an IndyCar opportunity. Zach Brown did approach him to say, look, I'd love to have you in the McLaren and IndyCar. Would you be interested? And he was like, no, I don't like ovals. I don't want to do ovals. And Zach never said to him, well, what about just a road course deal? But he said he doesn't want someone who does just the road courses. He says their lineup has got to be drivers that will do the whole season, because you've got to go for the championship. So whether Hülkenberg will change his mind without a drive remains to be seen, because sadly something like WEC, where he obviously went and won at Le Mans, isn't quite the category it was, and you've only really got Toyota in there at the moment. That will change moving forward, but right now it's not an attractive option for him. So maybe that means he'll look at IndyCar, but yeah, I think it's basically Alfa Romeo or nothing for him.